While most people were popping pills and getting loved up, the hooligans saw the raves as another place to fight. In the UK, the early 90s rave scene saw a decline in hooliganism, but it was the total opposite in Holland. The fights intensified and the police shut down many of the parties because of violence and the hooligans' involvement with drugs. Feyenoord have continued to cause chaos abroad. In 2007, they rioted in Nancy and fought with the police in the stadium. As a result, their club were thrown out of the competition. Rotterdam is the home of a type of music called gabba. Many of the hooligans are into this scene. DJ Paul Elstak is one of the founders of gabba music and a staunch Feyenoord fan. Paul is a hero to many of the hooligans and sometimes goes to the games with them. He's agreed to tell us more about the Feyenoord firm and the gabba rave scene. Gabba music was spearheaded by Paul, who also plays at the raves that the hooligans attend.
If there's a game on Sunday and Saturdays there's a big party, I think a lot of guys like to go to the party, go nuts the whole night and till in the morning, and then don't go to sleep because you don't wake up when you go to sleep, of course. So go straight to a game.
Many of the parties are the night before the game. The hooligans take drugs to help them stay up all night. They continue from the rave to the football, and the drugs fuel the clashes at the match the next day.
There's also, I heard the name rellenpoeder. That's called riot powder. That's the cocaine they use when they go to when they have a fight, when they go to other firms or something. I think the last years it's more popular to be a hooligan. Everybody wants to be a hooligan down nowadays.
Paul has had threats made against him simply because he's from Rotterdam.
I had to play in Amsterdam a few years ago, the Thunderdome party, and the promoters just called me the day before and said, Paul, you better not come because we can't guarantee your safety, because they heard a lot of rumors that if I was going to play there, a group of people were going to attack me because I'm from Rotterdam, so they had to cancel the gig.
Danny's about to experience this hostility for himself as he travels to Den Haag on his journey into the heart of darkness of hooligan football culture in Holland. Danny's in Holland.
Although Amsterdam's the capital, Den Haag is both home to the Dutch Parliament and many of its politicians. Ironically, it's also home to one of the most anti-establishment Dutch firms in Holland. The team's Den Haag, their firm's North Side.
Den Haag is an old-fashioned working-class football club with one of the most notorious firms in the country. Their main rivals are Ajax, and this hatred dates back to this game in the late 80s. It was a defining moment in the rivalry. Den Haag fans threw bombs and flares into the Ajax section. The game had to be stopped after 45 minutes as police fought running battles with the fans. Television images of motionless bodies being dragged out of the stadium shocked Dutch audiences. Danny is on his way to meet with Den Haag's firm when the production crew get a phone call.
Right, this is a situation. They're not happy that we've spoke to Ajax. So they've basically called it off. You know, they don't want to meet us. What they did say is that you know, they could meet us, but they can't guarantee our safety. So what does that mean? So it's basically a no-no, isn't it? Which is very disappointing, you know what I mean? It's, you know, we've been running about like lunatics, you know, all over Holland, you know. You've got to understand, though, these are people that are very serious about what they do. It just goes to show the level of hate between the clubs as well, just in the fact that because we've even spoke to Ajax, you know, they're not going to have nothing to do with us now. But it's disappointing, you know, but we've got to pick ourselves up and crack on, you know.
Danny shouldn't be too surprised. The hatred between Ajax and Den Haag has been burning for years.
Grote vlammen sloegen vannacht uit het Ajax supportershome naast het trainingsveld bij de arena.
The Ajax guys had explained how Den Haag's firm had burnt their supporters' home.
Well, they came in the night, in the middle of the night, very tough, hey, you know what I mean? Suckers. Yeah. And they burned our clubhouse down. But now it's even more nicer, so thanks. Fuck them.
But there was a retaliation attack against Den Haag and their fans.
And after that, a year or so after that, we attacked their clubhouse. And they say there was only 8 young guys from 15 years old or something. But there was 40 guys, but they all ran off.
70 members of the Ajax firm took part in the attack, and 2 Den Haag fans were stabbed. As well as torching the clubhouse, they claimed to have tried to set fire to 2 of the fans. This led the police to block the motorways between Den Haag and Amsterdam. The government declared a state of emergency. The extreme measures that the government were forced to use reflect Holland's hardening attitude to law and order. The new millennium saw the meteoric rise of a party. It was led by a man called Pim Fortuyn, a fierce critic of Holland's liberal culture. He demanded harsher laws on immigration and law and order.
The people are saying the same like Pim Fortuyn now. They are saying we have to punish people, we have to attack hooliganism. It's changed, the times are changed.
Fortuyn's views were popular, but not everyone agreed with him. He was assassinated in 2002. His popularity and call for tougher action, some argue, have pushed the current government's policies to the right. Football hooligans became public enemy #1 and have felt the brunt of this hardening attitude as the Dutch government has cracked down on them.
So who's winning? The authorities or the hooligans? And what effect is this having on Dutch culture?
Whilst the police have been coming down hard on the hooligans, the clubs have been trying to find a middle ground.
We try to know them, and we want them to know us, so that we can influence them.
Many clubs have tried to pacify the hooligans by giving them their own supporters' homes and representatives who have a say on the club's board. Danny's heading to Utrecht, the 4th and final city on his journey. He's going to see firsthand an example of this carrot and stick approach. Utrecht are the first firm to get their own supporters' home inside the ground. Many of this firm are on banning orders and have been to jail for football violence. They don't have the numbers like Ajax and Feyenoord, but they are a tight-knit outfit.
Fuck you all.